Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really sharp strategic guide from the research firm Virtualization Options LLC. It's designed specifically for leaders, and it tackles a choice most of us make every day without even thinking about it: which messaging app to use. But as we're about to see, that choice, it's a much bigger deal than you might think.
So the report kicks off with this really great question. Because, we're all using these apps constantly, but choosing one for your team or your entire organization, that's a serious strategic move. This isn't just about cool features or the best emojis, it's a statement about your priorities.
All right, so here's our game plan for today. We'll start with what we're calling the modern messaging dilemma. Then we'll introduce the four main apps in the ring and break down the really critical trade-offs between them. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of business models and security. And it all wraps up with a straightforward framework to help you make the right call.
Okay, let's dive right in. The modern messaging dilemma. I mean, these apps have gone so far beyond just being a replacement for text messages. They've kind of become the central nervous system for how we all get things done, both in our personal lives and at work.
Just think about it for a second. We're using these platforms for everything now, right? From closing deals with international clients, to managing huge projects, to building entire communities from scratch. Their power and their global reach are exactly why we need to look under the hood and really understand what makes them different.
So let's meet the four main contenders we're looking at today. It's really helpful to see them not just as apps, but as platforms that were built on totally different ideas, different philosophies. Honestly, where they came from tells you almost everything you need to know about what they care about.
You can really see a story unfolding here on this timeline. It all started back in 2009 with WhatsApp, which was all about one thing: being easy to use. But then, over the next 10 years, you see this dramatic shift in focus, first to security, then to hardcore privacy, and finally, all the way to total anonymity with Session.
WhatsApp's mission from day one was super simple: be the messaging app for absolutely everyone. And because they nailed that ease of use, they created this massive network effect. It's the default app for millions of people simply because, well, everybody else is already on it.
Then you have Telegram, which jumped into the ring as the more powerful, more secure alternative. It tried to find that sweet spot, offering a ton of great features for big groups while also talking a big game about protecting user privacy. Signal came along with a mission that was, let's say, uncompromising. Their goal wasn't just security, it was the strongest possible privacy, period. And it's open source, which is huge. It means anyone, including your own tech team, can actually go look at the code and verify that they're doing what they say they're doing.
And finally, there's Session. This app takes the idea of privacy and pushes it one giant leap forward into total anonymity. It was started by die-hard privacy advocates, and its whole design is built so you can use it without giving up a phone number, an email, nothing.
Okay, so understanding where these apps come from leads us straight to the heart of the matter: the core trade-offs. As a leader, this is really where the rubber meets the road, because you just can't have it all. Your choice always comes down to a balance between how many people you can reach, how much privacy you need, and the technology that runs it all.
So the first big trade-off is reach. And wow, just look at this number: over 1 billion users on WhatsApp. You just can't argue with that kind of network effect. If your main goal is to talk to the largest possible audience, the sheer size of that user base is a massive strategic advantage. The next trade-off is encryption. Now, end-to-end encryption basically means that no one can read your messages except for you and the person you sent them to, not even the company running the app. But notice the key difference here. For Signal, Session, and WhatsApp, it's turned on by default for everything. For Telegram, it's an extra feature you have to go and turn on. And from a security perspective, believe me, the default setting is the only one that really matters.
And the last big technical trade-off is the architecture. Think of it like this: a centralized system, which is what WhatsApp uses, is like having one giant corporate headquarters. It's efficient, sure, but it's also a single place to attack or a single company to legally pressure. A decentralized network, which is what Session uses, is more like a web of independent offices all over the world. There's no single choke point, which makes it way more private and a whole lot harder to shut down.
So all these tech differences have a direct impact on the business and security side of things. For any executive, this is the bottom line, right? How does this service actually make money, and what kind of risk am I taking on by using it? The report points out the 4 usual ways these apps make money. Now, not every app does all of these, but it's a good reminder of that old saying, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. Revenue can come from ads, from charging for special features, or from selling enterprise-level versions. Understanding their incentive helps you understand their behavior.
Now, from a risk and compliance standpoint, this slide right here is everything. It's simple. The less data an app collects on you and your people, the less risk you have. And the difference is just night and day. Session and Signal are literally built to know almost nothing about you. Meanwhile, Telegram and WhatsApp collect personal info like your phone number, your contact list, and all that usage data, the metadata. That's a fundamental split in strategy.
And this all leads to the issue of trust. The Virtualization Options LLC report really nails this point about transparency. When an app like Signal is open source, it means their security promises aren't just marketing hype, they are completely verifiable. That level of transparency is absolutely key to building real trust in the tools you rely on.
Okay, so let's bring it all home and figure out how to make a decision. The point here isn't to crown one app as the best. It's to give you a smart way to think about it so you can pick the right tool for the right job. Here it is, side by side, your cheat sheet, if you will. You can go with Session for unbeatable anonymity, but you have to accept it has fewer users and features. You can choose Signal for its gold standard security, but you'll miss out on some collaboration tools. You can get all of Telegram's great features, but you have to live with its weaker default privacy. Or you can tap into WhatsApp's incredible reach, as long as you're okay with the data they collect. So what does this look like in the real world? Well, for everyday chats, where you just need to reach someone, WhatsApp is the clear winner. For sensitive business talks, Signal's strict privacy makes it the top choice. And for those situations where you need maximum security and anonymity, maybe for whistleblowers or activist groups, Session's unique design makes it the leading contender. It's all about matching the tool to your specific goal. And the report leaves us with this final, powerful thought. In today's world, the communication tool you choose isn't just a piece of software. It's a statement about what your organization truly values. Is it reach? Is it features? Is it privacy? Or is it security? So the real question is, what are you choosing to say?